If you're Sean O'Malley, are you upset right now? And really think about that. I know the loose answer is yes. I have seen guys win fights, and all of them, and I do mean all. I haven't seen what Sean has had to say since his Pedro Munhoz fight. I'll bet dollars to donuts he worked the following quote in, because when I tell you, everybody I have ever seen says the same thing. I didn't want to win this way. So would you be of the same mind? And did Sean go out and say that? Do you have a quote where he went, well, I didn't want to do it this way? Did you hear that? And if you were in Sean's spot, would you care? I don't give a goddamn. Not at all. I came up through tournaments. Every Saturday was a tournament. I didn't get a lot of buys. I didn't get a lot of injury defaults. I didn't get a lot of forfeits in my entire career. I didn't care if I did. I'm looking to advance. I'm looking for what's next. That's it, the end. I got to pull the straps up and deal with you, or I don't, because we can work it out with a piece of paper. I do not mind. Couldn't care less. Could not care less. I would be at the bottom of my care scale. So if you went in there as Sean Strickland, a lot of guys do this. They tried to pick on Aljo Sterling. His opponent was disqualified. Well, there's 4 ways to win. What do you want me to do about it? The unified rules are clear. It's not my fault that you only hear of 3. It's not my fault that the announcers only tell you 3. The announcers love to come out and go, well, here's how you can win. You can win by a decision or a knockout or a submission. Well, that's not what the rule book says. The rule book says there's 4 ways to win. They include the word disqualification, and every now and then it happens. So I would just ask, would you care? And you know what? I got, you guys can't see this. My producer, Ryan, is waving to me in the court, but I can't hear. What is the problem, Ryan? I have a feeling I know what you're going to say. I have a feeling that you're telling me that he didn't win, that it was ruled a no contest. Is that what you're trying? He's nodding yes. Okay, it looks like possibly Sean did not win. Suga Sean. It looks like possibly, what, Ryan?
I think Sean said I'm the first one to stop him.
Oh, God, I'm the first one to stop him, Sean Strait. Yeah, you know what? You said you think he said, I'll guarantee you he said it, or something like that. But now that I am playing this, I thought that Sean won this fight. Now I'm just trying to play back. That must have been ruled a no contest because they were only in the 2nd round. And if that was ruled an accidental eye poke, it wouldn't be enough to go to the cards, I don't think. Which would mean it was not a TKO. It would mean that you have a no contest. Is that the case? Is that what we have to look forward to? Is these two fighting again? I'll drink to that. I don't want to give Pedro a hard time. I really don't. I do not. When this happened, and the way Pedro was blinking, which was not a natural way that you would blink. It's the way that you blink when you're trying to tell a story. You're not sure who's watching. You're not sure where the cameras are, but you were trying to tell a story. The story is I'm having a hard time. Oh, boy, I can't quite shake it. You're trying to tell a story. When I saw him blinking that way, I did notice it was those kinds of blinks. That was not a natural, hey, something's in my eye, blink. But I don't behoove him. I do not begrudge him. There was 1 completed round. Pedro won it. He gets a level of credit for that. He did nothing wrong. You gotta always remember that. He did nothing wrong. He was out there fighting. Finger went in the eye, which is not allowed. But if you were in Sean's spot, would you be upset? Now, of course, when I sat down and I asked you that question the first time, I also thought that Sean won. I've now been confronted with the fact, no, wait a minute. I think a more reasonable guess, if I go bring up the hell, I'll bet you that was a no contest, which means most likely we redo that match. And not for nothing, I thought Sean was going to win this fight. Be very confident in telling you he'll win it if they do a rematch. Sean did not try in the 1st round. And whether that was strategy prior to the fight or it came up on the spot, Sean went into detective mode. He went into this, okay, I got to just learn. This guy's doing he's got a range issue, a little quicker than I thought. He's doing some spins. Let me just calculate some data here. I'll come win the next 2. And it was still super competitive. I think, and this is just one guy's assessment, I just thought when I watched that Sean was spending 5 minutes to gather the intel that he missed watching on tape. And I thought that Sean had gathered that intel. Now, that's one hell of an assumption by me. I am not attempting to be rude. I'm just telling you, if it looks like there's a no contest and it looks like these two are going to rematch, that I would be more bullish on Sean. I think those 5 minutes are really going to serve. I think he did learn some stuff. There was a height difference there. There was some spinning techniques that aren't overly common, and Pedro's quick. So what do you make of the fight? What the hell do you want to do with the fight? I don't know. He got poked and they stopped the fight. Nobody's wrong here.